Hello, what did you want to ask me about today?
I want to join the Air Force to be a weather forecaster.
Oh God. Do you like the feeling of your balls being crushed by a steamroller on a daily basis?
I love hurricanes.
Do you even know what you have to do to become a forecaster?
My recruiter says that basic training will help me get the skills to become a productive airman.
The only thing you will learn in basic is the skills to survive as a janitor and laundry bitch in a concentration camp. You will spend 2 months in a sleep-deprived state, folding underwear with skid marks into right triangles while getting screamed at by your military training instructor and bossed around by other wannabes who barely passed their ASVAB.
I can't wait to go to school to learn about weather. It must be so exciting. I heard it is just like college, and my recruiter told me it is only 9 weeks long.
Keesler Air Force Base is not college. You will spend 8 months living in and cleaning a condemned building while being herded around every morning at 5 a.m. to march to school, and having every other aspect of your life on a retarded schedule. The march will take nearly an hour because your fat ass MTL can't walk that fast, even though if you walk it yourself it only takes 10 minutes.
Weather is so fascinating. I want to learn about weather so I can be on TV.
You will sleep even less in tech school than you did in basic. Your instructors at Keesler will not care about you. Most of them hate weather and would rather hand out towels at the gym instead of teaching brain-dead idiots about thunderstorms. The only way you will ever come close to a TV while working is if you were cleaning it. You will spend 8 hours a day in a semi-comatose state staring at a PowerPoint presentation while contemplating ways to go AWOL.
I can't wait to find a girlfriend in tech school. I hear that girls find uniforms to be very attractive.
You will meet a girl while on CQ duty. After begging your master sergeant for permission to get married, your marriage will last for exactly 1 month before you find out she is pregnant with a Marine's child. She will then divorce you, and you will be stuck with alimony, child support, and genital warts. You will become an alcoholic as a result.
I love the beach. I can't wait to go swimming on the weekend.
You make me want to sodomize myself with a blender. The beach at Keesler is still dirty from Hurricane Katrina. If you do not contract HIV from stepping in one of the many hypodermic needles all over the sand, you will become flammable after swimming in it because of BP.
The Air Force will give me a chance to travel all over the world. My recruiter told me I would get stationed in Japan if I signed up for 6 years.
Jesus titty fucking Christ.
I will work a regular 9 to 5 schedule at a weather station and get weekends off.
You will go to a weather hub and work 12 hours per day, 80 hours a week, in a room with no windows. By the time you leave the hub for good, you will melt in the sunlight like a vampire.
Working hard makes me feel disciplined, like I have a purpose in my life.
You will alternate from being bored to tears and homicidal rage on a daily basis. You will get up at 4:30 in the morning for a shift that starts at 6 and work for 12.5 hours, which also happens to be your 5th shift in a row. 20 minutes before your shift ends, a meth-addicted redneck who lives 2 miles outside of a base you are forecasting for will have a stray ball land in his yard from some douchebag officer's golf game. He will report it as severe hail. After your shift ends, your flight commander, who majored in underwater basket weaving while in college, became a weather officer because he failed out of both pilot and navigator school and couldn't forecast his own way out of a nutsack, will yell at you for being negligent in your duty. You will spend the next 6 hours after your shift compiling a 49-slide PowerPoint presentation detailing every step of your fuck-up. After you are done, you will go home and get 30 minutes of sleep before you are called in for a random piss test.
Predicting the weather makes me feel important.
The only product you will ever put out that matters will be weather warnings, over half of which will be false alarms that your leadership made you issue so they don't look bad. Nobody will give 2 shits about the TEF, even though you spent 3 hours writing it. By the time it actually goes out, it will be wrong already because the models you used to write it update every 6 hours and take an additional 3 hours to get posted on the website.
I can't wait to get promoted.
Your hatred for your chain of command will grow exponentially by the second. You will come up with an idea to streamline a complicated process at work, then have it hijacked by your leadership and forced to work on it so they can get a bullet and steal the credit while you get nothing in return. Your chance of getting nominated for an award is totally unrelated to what you do, but rather if you have been picked as a personal favorite.
I will be a great leader who stands up for my people.
You will be passed over for promotion because you got a 4 on your EPR even though you have never been in trouble, while other people who are being investigated by OSI and getting in bar fights still manage to get a 5.
I will have excellent medical benefits.
You will experience better medical care from a palm reader in Guatemala. Military doctors are usually incompetent because they got D's in medical school and couldn't find a job anywhere else. You will show up to sick call with a sucking chest wound. After they spend 2 hours making you fill out paperwork and laughing at you, they will prescribe you Motrin and Viagra before telling you to go back to work.
I will retire in 20 years.
You will age horribly. Look at me. I am only 36 but look like I climbed out of a grave this morning. I got kicked out with only 2 years left until retirement because I failed a PT test. Even though I worked 80 hours a week in a desk job, the Air Force believes that I should be a skinny marathon runner with a 32-inch waistline. They justify this with slogans like, "Fit to fight," even though the closest I've ever been to a real combat situation was the time I shat my pants while playing Call of Duty.
I will never have to work for the rest of my life.
Oh God, you have made me lose all hope. If you do manage to get married again, she will gain 300 pounds and look like Jabba the Hutt after you come home from deployment. You will get divorced again because you no longer want to look at her. Half your retirement will disappear because it will go towards supporting her taco habit. Additionally, you will contract mesothelioma the day after retirement because you spent half your career locked in an asbestos-riddled basement. You will have to take a minimum wage job like me, working at the shop in order to pay the rent at your dumpster outside the VFW.
I am leaving for basic tomorrow. I can't wait.
Everybody makes mistakes. Just ask your parents. I am now going to correct my own mistake and give a blowjob to a shotgun.